Deflate-Gate seems to be getting bigger and bigger. New reports now that the Patriots may have used those underinflated footballs in several other games this season.
Let me tell you, it is a story that has this whole studio buzzing right now, talking there at home, I'm sure, as well. We're going to talk to Michael and Jesse Palmer here live just ahead, but first, ABC's Ryan Smith is in the Patriots' hometown of Foxborough with the latest. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, Robin. The NFL investigation into Deflate-Gate continues. They could have a decision by the end of the week, but now we're learning this isn't the first time the Indianapolis Colts have complained about the Patriots and their footballs. As Super Bowl media availability begins this morning, the world eagerly waits to see how Patriots head coach Bill Belichick and his three-time Super Bowl winning quarterback Tom Brady will respond to the series of new allegations that the Patriots may have tampered with footballs before. Sources telling our sister network ESPN the Indianapolis Colts complained during this regular season game on November 16th after Colts safety Mike Adams intercepted two balls he thought were deflated. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady even talking about deflated footballs during this 2011 interview while joking about tight end Rob Gronkowski.
Spikes the ball and he deflates the ball, which I love that because I like, the deflated ball.
End zone, touchdown! As for Sunday's game, league sources tell ESPN that 11 of 12 footballs the Patriots used to beat the Colts were underinflated by 2 pounds per square inch. The NFL telling ABC News the balls were properly inspected and approved 2 hours and 15 minutes before the game. Experts say the only time the Patriots could have deflated the balls was in the minutes before kickoff or during the game on the sidelines, with cameras watching. So I wanted to see how long it could take to do just that. Just like that. What's that? 3-4 seconds.
Right.
And ESPN Sports Science tackling another question this morning. Does an underinflated ball actually help?
A typical NFL player, whether throwing or receiving, could apply roughly 1.5% more force to the ball.
Around the country, the Pats have taken on an aura of an evil empire, with headlines this morning blaring, "The Patriots should be disqualified from the Super Bowl," and "Deflating the ball beneath most, but this is the Pats." However, don't tell that to the people of Boston.
Our teams are the best teams, and for somebody to condemn the Patriots, they're idiots.
If the balls were inflated or not inflated, who cares?
Overnight, Colts quarterback Andrew Luck addressing Deflate-Gate for the first time.
It's sort of the energy, is sort of sucked out of you. You do feel deflated.
Brady was among a group of quarterbacks who successfully lobbied the NFL to let teams use their own footballs on offense. And while many say deflating the football 2 pounds barely makes a difference, others say if the Patriots did it intentionally, it's about playing the game the right way, Robin.
Okay, Ryan, we're going to bring in ESPN and SEC Network football analyst Jesse Palmer, former quarterback in the NFL, and of course with the Florida Gators, and our Michael Strahan. And look at our crew. I mean, they're waiting to weigh in because people are they can't get enough of this. Jesse, as a QB, what real difference does it make?
Right. Well, so this is an inflated football, and this is a deflated football. And I think the biggest advantage in this game, playing in cold weather, wet weather, like they were in the AFC title game, it allows a quarterback to squeeze the football harder. And therefore, it gives you more control and more accuracy when you're throwing the football downfield. This is a much easier football to catch, the deflated one. I think it's also easier to carry for ball carriers. It's harder to fumble when you're carrying this football. I think those would be the advantages that the Patriots may have had in the AFC.
And every team, they bring their own. The people don't understand this because they're thinking, well, aren't the Colts playing with the same ball?
Right.
No, they're not, right?
Yeah, everybody has their own ball. The kickers have their own separate balls as well. But the biggest thing, from a defensive standpoint, you would look and I would think, okay, if I get a shot on you as the quarterback, there's a great opportunity to strip the ball away unless you're able to really grip it a lot better. And it does make a big difference, and I think that this is just something that when you look at just in the spirit of the game, that if it was done, is not in the spirit of the game within the rules.
How would you feel here on the field and this happens?
Well, as a fan and as a football observer and somebody who covers the sport, I don't think the Colts would have won the game anyway, but as a fan, it puts a damper on the win. It puts a damper on the Patriots. And this is somebody with an owner who's one of the most revered owners in the league, with a coach who's probably one of the greatest coaches
And that's really
ever.
the thing, Robin. You know, on the field, I don't think this was that big of an advantage. They won the game 45-7. It wasn't because of deflated footballs. They ran better, they tackled better, they blocked better. They were the better team. The bigger picture here, I think, is ethics, cheating, and keeping the integrity of the game.
And the Colts said the same thing, but this is when our studio jumps in. It does matter. It does matter. I mean, yes, it doesn't affect the outcome of the game, but what, hearing from a lot of parents, especially mothers, saying, what kind of message does this send to kids?
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And if you cheat and you don't get caught, you can get away with it, and it's okay. That's a terrible message.
What happened to cheaters
That's
don't
not
prosper?
right. Right.
Except in this
Absolutely.
case.
That's the problem with this thing right now. And I really think everybody loses in this.
Yeah.
I think anytime the integrity of cheating comes up, it's a black eye for the NFL. It's a black eye for the New England Patriots. What about the referees that never spotted the
put the
football?
ball down
Because they
every
touched the
play.
ball every play. If the football was really deflated this much, someone is
You would
spotting
know.
a football. You got to stop the game. And that's something that's never been brought up. The referees, I think, are at fault in this just as much as everybody else.
Okay, guys, let's let the everyday person.
What do you guys think?
It's not
Second
right.
time.
It's not right.
Second time they
I
got
could've
caught.
won that game.
I think the NFL says that it's a $25,000 fee for altering a game ball fine. So it's a misdemeanor, right?
Notice he's wearing, wait a minute, notice he's wearing a Patriots sweatshirt.
Biased opinion.
You know, it's funny because even in that piece, the guy said, well, it's not a big deal. He was a Patriots fan. To be a Patriots fan is not a big deal. But I think in the spirit of the game, it is a big deal. And as we were saying earlier, some people who say, well, why are they even playing? They should be out of it completely. I don't think that's going to happen. But at some point, there has to be some kind of rules and standards that are set so that this doesn't happen again. Just cannot continue to happen, especially with one team being accused of so much.
That's right. Michael, Jesse, good to see you again.
And we've never cheated.
No, because we were never trying.
We'll leave it at that. George?
Okay, I cannot wait to see what the NFL does about this.